What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of the Browns, you might be a fan of the Saints, you might be a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hit the subscribe button anyway. Hit the like button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But anyway, reason why I'm with y'all today, of course, is to talk about this game we just watched. Y'all gonna have to excuse me, because believe it or not, I'm still feeling kind of bad. Sinus still got me kind of jacked up. Throat hurting, nose stuffy. So if I sound kind of dry compared to how I normally be, y'all just excuse me, man, because I'm really feeling rough right now. But, I'm feeling good that we won, though. But anyway, our Baltimore Ravens won 28-10 against the Pittsburgh Steelers with Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, Mark Andrews, Ronnie Stanley, Marshall Yonder, Earl Thomas, and a couple and Brandon Williams and a lot of key people not playing, and we still was able to pull it off and beat Pittsburgh and sweep them for the first time since 2015. Something I'm proud about. I love sweeping the Steelers. It's nothing like sweeping the Steelers, and I'm happy, man. We in the playoffs and the Steelers not. How could you not be happy? But let's go and dive into this game, man. It ain't too much to talk about. Defense kept the duck in check. It just point blank period, man. 9 for 25, 95 yards. Duck couldn't do anything against us, man. Like I said, like everybody else pretty much said, the offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers is like they don't have no offense at all. They thrive on their defense. They thrive on their defense to score touchdowns. They thrive on their defense to force turnovers and stuff like that. We did pretty good at protecting the ball for the most part. We had that one fumble that Gus Edwards fumbled the ball, and then that late garbage time interception that RG3 had. But for the most part, we took care of the football. And back to talking about the defense, man. The defense just did good, man. Everybody was in place where they need to be. We did give up a lot of rushing yards as far as with Benny Snell, but at the same time, Brandon Williams didn't play. And when like I said before, when Brandon Williams don't play, then you know what the run defense is gonna look like. We're gonna have some uh-ohs and oopsies out there when we ain't got our run plug out there. It's hard for defense. It's hard for offensive linemen to go to the next level when they got somebody like Brandon Williams in the front of them. So I'm sure when we get ready to play our first game in the playoff, we'll have it fixed and we'll be ready to go. But overall, defense played a good game. Judon got a strip sack. Judon forced the intentional grounding. Brandon Carr forced the intentional grounding, and it was a safety. We got a touchdown on special teams from a muff snap where the punter muffed the catch to kick the ball off, and man, we did the things that we need to do when we don't have our firepower out there and we need to win the game. We won in other ways. We forced turnovers. We got touchdowns on special teams. Just the things that we had to do, man. Let's talk about this offense now, man, because it's not really too much to talk about this game. This game wasn't just all glitter, glam, and exciting. We had our backup quarterback and backups out there for the most part, so not the you don't expect that type of high flying offense and all that, but we still scored 28 points and we was 2 points below our average. We still kept pace of our average of rushing yards per game. We broke the record for most rushing yards in a season by a team. We also are the first team in NFL history to average 200 yards passing and 200 yards rushing. So, man, we really got something special going on with this offense right here. First of all, shout out to RG3, man, because I seen some people being very critical and being kind of ill towards RG3, but you got to put this in perspective. RG3 hasn't played a real game, like a whole real game, in like 2 or 3 years. Still was his first start since he was in Cleveland. Not only was his first start, but he was playing with some backup linemen. We did have Baby Zeus out there. We did have Pat out there at the center position, and Bozeman. But you got to remember, Pat is a backup himself because Skura got hurt. And then, we had James Hurst out on the other side. So you got to remember that he was playing behind a backup line for the most part because we did have Baby Zeus and Bozeman and Pat out there. Um, and you gotta look at the weather conditioning too, man. To me, he did a good job doing like due to the condition, the weather condition, and it being his first start in a while, a long time. You gotta think about it. 2 years not starting a game, that's a long time in football, man. In football time, it's a long time. So he did good, man. He went 11 for 21, 96 yards. When he did have clean pocket and he did have time to get good throws out, he made some good throws, man. And that's all you can ask for out of RG3, man. We not asking RG3 to be Lamar Jackson, and that's what people that's being critical about RG3 is looking for. They looking for him to be Lamar Jackson. He's not Lamar Jackson, man. RG3 never will be Lamar Jackson. Even though he was pretty good at running and doing all the things that he was doing himself, he's still not at the level of Lamar Jackson. I mean, so y'all need to cut that. He a quality backup for us, and from what we just seen, he can get the job done for us if we need him to get the job done. I mean, like I said, he playing with a backup line. He didn't have Mark Andrews. He didn't have Mark Ingram. And speaking of Mark Ingram, man, let's get to Gus the Bus, man. Gus Edwards, man. Gus Edwards had himself a game, man. Outside that fumble, Gus Edwards had himself a game, man. And he went out there and pretty much proved that that 6 yards per carry average that he has this season is not a fluke. I mean, he had an average of that like last year when he started getting the ball. And people was talking about the running back situation, stuff like that with Mark Ingram down. Must forgot that Gus Edwards was getting 100 yards a pop when he started playing running back with Lamar became a quarterback. Gus Edwards had 21 carries for 130 yards, with an average of 6.2 per carry. Wish he would have got a touchdown, but he didn't get a touchdown. He broke off a couple of big runs. His biggest run was a 30-yard run where he almost got in the end zone. Man, I really wanted to get in the end zone, but that's okay. He did his job. He did what he needed to do. Pretty much had a great game, man, outside of that fumble. So shout out to Gus Edwards, man, showing that, with the boatload of the carries, man, he can still get it done, man. 21 carries with an average of 6 yards. It's hard to average 6 yards per carry when you get the ball 21 times, man. Because the more you get the ball, sometimes like that messes with your average. So for him to get it 21 times and still have an average of 6 yards, man, that just shows what type of player Gus Edwards is. RG3 had 50 yards on the ground. RG3 showed that he still got that speed. Like I said, again, he's not Lamar Jackson, but he showed that he got that speed. RG3 got that speed, man. Another thing I want to point out, man, Pittsburgh was taking some cheap shots at RG3. I don't know what they beef is with RG3 or what they got against RG3, but they was taking some cheap shots at RG3, man. And as the Baltimore Ravens push forward into this playoff push, we need to keep our eye open for situations like that with them doing it to our quarterbacks because they was taking a couple of cheap shots. I understand you got to worry about them as a runner and stuff, but some of them plays you could tell that RG3 was not about to be the runner, and they was coming through there hitting them anyway. And that's why he was so frustrated and so happy when he finally got that roughing the passer call because they were doing it. T.J. Watt, that play right there proved it. He jumped up in the air. RG3 threw the ball away. He pushed RG3. RG3 did flop, but at the same time, T.J. Watt had no business touching him after the ball was out of his hand. So hopefully they pay attention there and just look out for that in the future. Justice Hill, man. Justice Hill had 10 carries for 39 yards. His best carry was, of course, the touchdown. I can't remember how many yards the touchdown was, but he showed his strength, man. What a lot of people fail to realize is even though Justice Hill is little, he's a little guy, he's still a strong back. That guy is very strong. He's explosive. I mean, you got to be strong to have that type of explosiveness, man. Truth be told, I think they need to put a little bit more weight on him next year. And if we put a little bit more weight on him and he able to keep that speed, look out, man. Next year, Justice Hill gonna have a pretty good season, man. And he also looking more and more comfortable catching the ball out of the backfield, man. So let's remember that as we go into the playoffs. That he looking way more comfortable catching that ball out of the backfield. And that's it about the offense, man. That's really it about the offense. Like I said, this game wasn't too much spectacular stuff going on. I mean, we just did what we had to do, man. We ran the ball down their throat. We had over 200 yards rushing as a team again. And we just got it done, man. Like I said in the video, Just protect the ball and let them make mistakes, and we'll win this game. I said we were gonna win 21-10. We won 28-10, man. So they exceeded my expectations, man. But it's always all good, man. It's always good when we sweep the Steelers. You can't help it but be happy about that. Anyway, like I told y'all, I'm not feeling too hot. So I just wanted to hit y'all with that video. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging at night, man. And I'm finna take some medicine, take a hot shower, man, and I'm finna lay it down, man. So y'all hit the comments. Y'all hit me up on Facebook. What's the B word? Y'all hit me up on Instagram. What's the B word 52? Hit me up on Twitter. B word 52, man. Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all. 14-2, number 1 seed in the AFC. Can't complain, man. What a season. What a season, what a season, what a season. But we ain't done yet. Matter of fact, I want to say this before I go. They was getting ready to do a Gatorade shower to John Harbaugh, and Marcus Peters stopped them. He stopped them. And Marcus Peters felt like this is no reason to celebrate. We not done yet. This team is really, really looking forward. Everybody is all in. And when you got 53 men that's all in, then, man, you can get a Super Bowl out of them. You can get a Super Bowl out of them. So, we just going to sit back and watch. Y'all be on the lookout, man, because I'm going to do previews for most of the playoff games coming up since we ain't got a game this week. So, I'm going to do previews for most of the playoff games, man. I'm finna go ahead and go get this medicine. I'm finna lay it down, man. So, y'all hit me up on all those social media outlets. Drop comments, man. Flock, I love y'all. We at 660 subscribers, man. Try to get me to 700. Y'all hit them subscribe buttons, man. And I'm out.